YouTube, why are you freezing our views? Let it go, let it go. We can't take this anymore. Creators, it's your girl Drea with Clueless Tips here. Today I asked what you wanted to learn about, and there was an overwhelming majority who wanted to learn why are my views getting frozen on YouTube. Comment below if you've experienced this. I experience it on my other channel often, so go ahead and comment right now and let me know if this has happened. I'm going to tell you what I was able to find about why this is happening, and also some things about what you can do when your views start running again to make sure you haven't lost views that you should be keeping. Just going to do a quick insert here. If you're new to this channel, welcome. This is a community for small YouTubers where we can learn together, turn things up together. We connect as a community, we help each other in different ways, whether it be Feedback Friday, Shout Out Saturday, or Tips Tuesday. If you're already a subscriber here and you've hit that bell and you're a member of this team and community, my hat goes off to you. I love you guys so much. Back to this. Really what I want to do here, guys, is let you know, one, this isn't a new thing. YouTube used to freeze views commonly around 301 views, and that was mainly because of the way YouTube gets all the data for views. So if someone's viewing your video in Canada, in China, in Russia, in the US, all of those have housing units, and then they send it to YouTube, and YouTube used to freeze video views just to assess all those views. Now YouTube has changed it, so sometimes your videos may get frozen and sometimes they may not. And the problem is, how do we know which videos that's going to happen to? How can we prevent it, and what can we do about it? Here is what I found with looking at YouTube to see what they say. What do the YouTube gods say this is happening for? So check that out. Alright creators, this is what YouTube has to say about views here. We want to make sure that videos are being viewed by actual humans and not computer programs. Fair enough. And after quality views are counted, view count updates more frequently, and the process of this can take time. I'll put the link to this in the description. But next we have the actual reason for this video, which is frozen views. Alright, so some videos, the view count might seem frozen or not show all the views that you expect. Video views are algorithmically, I'm proud I can say that word, validated to maintain fair and positive experiences for content creators. So again, check this out in the description, but I've got more to say about this. Alright, so you heard it from YouTube, that's what they have to say about this. But here's the thing, what bothers me about this is my videos that have taken off, they haven't been frozen. And then some of my videos that are getting traction, like they're getting tons of view in the first day and they get frozen, and I swear to you guys, it never ever does the same. So to me, I'm kind of like, I don't know what's going on here. It's hard for me to trust the view that they come up with. So I wanted to tell you guys and figure out a way for myself to maybe avoid getting my views frozen. So number one, we want to understand what constitutes a view on YouTube. Facebook has already let people know that around 3-second mark, that counts as a view on there. YouTube's never disclosed it, and that's probably to protect themselves from people abusing it and only doing the bare minimum of what needs to be done, so that's understandable. So we don't fully know what a YouTube view is, but there are things, even watching your own channel, that will let you know, hey, this is a true view and this isn't a true view. So what we want to do is make sure we're getting as much true views as possible, because basically there's some speculation out there is that when you're getting a lot of views that are not true, then that kind of flags YouTube to freeze your account, sort of like an audit, and to assess and say, hey, how many of these views are true and how many are not. So since we don't know exactly what makes a view on YouTube, it's easier to find out the things that we know do not count as a view. And one of the things that do not count as a view is when people click on your video and click off quickly. That is a killer for your stats, but it's also not a true view. So these are some things that you may be doing and not even realizing it's really hurting your account. One, you want to make sure you're not clicking on your own video. Now this can happen by accident very easily. I'm sure we've all done it before. Or maybe you're answering comments and you're on just your YouTube channel instead of in the creator app, and you're answering comments. So your video is playing and then you're answering the comment and you're going off of it. So you want to make sure you're not doing that. YouTube will eventually realize that those views don't count, but you don't want to draw any attention to not real views. 2, another thing that people don't realize can kind of do this to your channel is clickbait. So clickbait is already very controversial. There's a lot of big YouTubers losing subscribers for doing it. Yes, it might draw a lot of people to click on your channel, but will they stay? Not likely. If they think they're going to see something from the thumbnail that they don't get, they're most likely going to click off right away. And that's the last thing you want. It's again not good for your view ratings, but again, it's a lot of untrue views. I mean, you can do soft clickbait, baby, if you really want to, where at least your video relates to it, but some people just go way out there. And the third thing that you want to make sure you're staying away from, and this finds a way to get in almost every tips video, is sub for sub. Don't sub for sub, guys. When people say, hey, I'll sub to you and you sub to me and you give your video link, literally most of the time they're just clicking on your video, pressing sub to get there, then they're gonna do something silly like screenshot that they subbed and send that to you guys. So they're clicking on and clicking off. That's not a true view. It's really bad for your channel. So again, all of these things combined going on would be false views, false views, false views. Could actually trigger your channel to be audited. Now, I don't do sub for sub. I don't do clickbait, but one of the things I was doing previously was answering comments, sometimes straight off my YouTube channel. So I don't know if that's why sometimes my videos get flagged, but I'm making sure I don't do it that way at all. Just use the Creator Studio app to answer your comments so that you're not letting your video play in any way. So hopefully this brings some light as to why your views are getting frozen. I always say just keep pushing along. You will eventually have that breakthrough video, or something big is going to happen on your channel if you just keep persevering, keep delivering good content that people want to see, and that algorithm can't even hold you down. So hopefully this was helpful. Comment below to let me know if it was. If you were interested in this topic, you're probably interested in the topic I did last week, which was why are subscribers being deleted or disappearing from accounts? And I found out a lot of good info on that, so maybe watch that after this. But before I leave you, I want to give a tip from the team. That's where I highlight a comment from a viewer below who has given some valuable information that I didn't share, and I let you guys know.
Alright guys, here I am on my video, of course, through the Creator Studio app, and this is how to make a giveaway. I actually talked to you about 5 things you need to know before you do a giveaway, and they weren't things that are easily found, so make sure you check that out. Anyways, this is a tip from the team from Super Daddy Chris. Super Daddy Chris called me out on my laziness, and his tip is a very true and useful tip that I wasn't doing, and it's about adding music. Chris says, adding happy background music makes all the difference in the world. Even in vlogs, a slight hint of music in the background keeps the video from getting stale. Sometimes it's unnecessary or you just don't want to put it in, but it does help for videos like this, especially when they're long. Thanks for this tip, Chris. You're absolutely right. I do put music on my vlogs, but on this channel I was a little lazy, only had it on my intro and outro. I think my last 3 videos I've taken your tips, and you're right, the videos are much better with the music in the background. So if anyone else in the community has longer videos, make sure to add music. We're on Super Daddy Chris's page, and he has a how to get more followers on Instagram video. That looks pretty interesting. Make sure you guys check it out.
Alright guys, stay tuned for Feedback Friday-ish, if I get it out on Friday. That's coming up. We're going to assess a channel and give them all the feedback and love we can to help their channel grow, but we're all going to learn from the process. And then I'll have shout out Saturday-ish coming up for you as well. Subscribe, like, comment, and hit that bell. Love you guys.